Hey guys, this is John Tripp, and I'm going to show you how we design electronic probes used in the Edna project. So one of the first things you'll want to do is go ahead and start your computer in Linux. And then once you get to Linux, you'll want to go to your home folder. And within this home folder, it's best to go ahead and create new folders and name these just various things to help keep everything organized. So in my case, I named them BLAST, Formatted Database, eProbe Design, Scripts, Parser, and that sort of thing. Okay, now we'll want to go to our external USB hard drive or thumb drive, whatever you're using. And since we're going to be designing electronic probes, we want to grab our target. In my case, I'm using a bacteria, so I'll grab a target bacterium and then also grab a near neighbor. So something that's fairly close to what I'm looking at. So I'll grab these files. You can just copy and paste, or you can just take the files and you can drag and drop. Either way works. Okay, now we have the two files. And this is just showing you that this file is in FASTA format, which is a simple file format. You want to make sure that both your target and your near neighbor are saved as FASTA. Go ahead and open up now the command prompt. I'm just going to go over just a few basic things in the command prompt. And one of the first ones is ls. ls will list everything that's in the particular folder that you're looking at. One of the next things you'll want to do is you want to go ahead and add or type in cd. cd is going to change the directory, or in other words, you just want to change to whatever folder you want to go into and start working in. So in our case, since we're going to design eProbes, I typed E-P, and then by hitting tab, the tab key will fill in everything else, so I don't have to finish typing out probe design. Okay, go ahead and type ls again, and what that did is that listed everything in this folder. So everything in blue you see is another folder, while everything that's white is going to be a file. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get started. So the first command we want to type is Perl, and then we want to type pipeline.pl, and this has to be typed exactly as it's seen on the right hand side there. So it starts with a capital P. You need to make sure that that is capitalized. Then you'll hit a space between the dash P, which is going to be our output, or basically this is what you want to save as. And so since I'm going to be building or designing my electronic probes with a length of around 40 or at 40, I like to save mine as RS and then my name and then dash 40, meaning that these are the 40 length eProbes. Dash T will be your target FASTA file. Now dash N, this is going to be your near neighbor, and you need to make sure that you type these out exactly as you can see them on the right hand side. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and tell the program to make my probes a particular length, and since we named it as 40, that's what we're designing them for. Let's go ahead and assign the length of 40. Okay, here's just a different view, same thing. The one thing that's in here that wasn't listed on the other one was a dash M at the very end. That dash M is a minimal match length. And for bacteria, what I found is that I had to usually bump that up to 15. The default value on that is 10, and I believe for the viruses and eukaryotic fungi, you can leave that value as 10, but for whatever reason, I got better results whenever I bumped that number up to 15 with the bacteria. And so once all those commands are entered, you'll just obviously hit the enter key, and then it's going to run through and it's going to go through and compare the entire genomes of both those sequences. It's going to look for the unique sequences within your target file, your target FASTA file, and it's going to pull out everything that's unique to that file versus what it's looking at with the near neighbor file. So then what you'll be left with is a final output file that you've named that contains all your electronic probes. And depending on the size of your input file or your targets and your near neighbor files, this process could take anywhere between just a couple minutes to maybe 10-15 minutes tops. And up here I'll just go ahead and highlight that command that we went through. Okay, now it's finished. Go ahead and bring it up, and what you're seeing here is just the electronic probes that we designed. Okay, go ahead and close all this out, and now we're ready to go with our next step.